everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Lego Jurassic Park. We're out here in the rainy section, can't avoid that. Did reset, so I'm in different characters and my control here is reset to the default 2 from Jurassic Park 1. We're going down the path, here we can see this.
Oh no, I've lost all the eggs.
We need an
gonna
egg.
be extremely cross with me. You idiot, Roy, this is no time for yokes. Oh, darn it!
So I looked at the achievements, and there's one achievement that is noticeably missing. In fact, maybe more than one. When you consider it, there are 0 achievements related to playing as co-op. Almost every other Lego game requires you to play one level. Wow. That one was fast. So I'll have to probably play as a different dinosaur. Do I have the ability to switch to the small dinosaur? What does the T-Rex baby look like? Can he squeeze in there? No. Stegosaurus baby. Velociraptor baby? Yeah, I am missing a... Let's see, it's probably either this one or this one. I would guess it's that one that's locked. So let's throw that, and then let's see if I can get something here that's a small dinosaur that would fit. Small dinosaurs, notice some of them are not available. Baby. Nope. And I can only have medium dinosaurs in this area, can't have large. I'm gonna switch to the Triceratops here, and then because he has this X button run, and see if I can do this race. On these first few rings, if I mess up, I'm probably gonna lose, but I probably have enough buffer now to get them all. "10 seconds buffer," that pretty much guarantees a victory, unless I got incredibly lost. Lego doesn't really have a habit of handing you races where you would lose at the end of the race. That would make very little sense anyways, in any race, but sadly it kinda does happen in some racing games. Your rubber banding will happen, or something else will occur that leads to you losing a race that you've been winning for the past few laps. And that seems like a not fun waste of time. And I can't pick that up. And then, interesting, the Velociraptor has to keep moving. So 3 smell things connected. Gold brick. Another thing that's interesting is that the extras did not have to be reset. Usually in Lego games, after you exit the game and reload it, you're totally forced to turn the extras back on. This time all the extras, the score times 2, the red brick notifier, all that were just on. Which is kind of amazing. I mean, seems like they finally, after many years and many different Lego games, they finally learned how to do it almost right. I can't really say that there's too much wrong with this Lego game so far. The open world is still pretty small. It still feels a little cheap. The length of all of the game, but then once you play it in free play and once everything is said and done, I'll probably still end up spending a pretty huge amount of time. How would I get up there to get to that? See, that just feels like there might be some like really tall dinosaur that I would be able to pick. Let's see. Like, we have a bunch of babies, and we have Stegosaurus as a baby, Triceratops as a baby, Velociraptor as a baby. And I guess the Velociraptor's ability to jump up seems to have worked there. Now, I don't think a Velociraptor can land on those platforms, but she certainly can. Oh, and then it would have been a hang glide from that point. Alright. We kinda cheated that gold brick, but whatever. Electrified rods, we'll fix that. I have to actually pounce on these. There we go. Now, even if I get score times 4, I still need 800,000 studs. So it's not a.
That's one of them. But there's more out there. Just pretend it's Easter.
What's this gold brick all about, I wonder? And how am I gonna break this amber? Like, the biggest dinosaurs I can make are medium dinosaurs. Triceratops can do cracked and cracked and cracked, and that's it. And none of these other guys can do amber. There must be something about that. Maybe there's an extra in there, like an extra I don't even know what you'd call it, like a red brick that breaks amber on contact. There is a red brick called Destroy on Contact. We may have to just get that and run the risk that that's actually a pointless thing that won't help. But it might very well actually turn out to be the exact thing we need to get some of these collectibles. So I finally decided to watch the review of, well, a random review of Jurassic World, and they put Jurassic World as the second best movie, above Jurassic Park 2. I don't know if I particularly agree. I think Jurassic Park 2 looks better, and has a little bit of a stronger story, but they're really, really close. I would really have to sit down and watch them all, though. I'd have to watch the entire series in a row. I think Jurassic World in general should lose some points because it's not very ambitious in telling an actual new story. It's just telling the same thing as the first story for the most part. I don't see any other eggs around here. And so it must be behind something I don't see. Like this guy probably has an egg. And so we need Alan Grant. There's an achievement for using Alan Grant on a computer terminal since he doesn't know anything about computers. And there's a achievement for having 2 of the main old guy, which is a reference to a scene in the first movie in which he clones himself in a demonstration through like video tricks. And so he's explaining cloning. Well, I can get behind the amber all I want, but I can't break it. Unless there's a character that's a minifig that can break amber. I don't see a character like that though. Yeah, I have no clue. I have no clue how you're gonna get there and do that. Let's see, I'm looking for the old guy. We could go ahead and get that achievement if we can find him. John Hammond. So John Hammond, and then this guy needs to switch to John Hammond 2. And that's the achievement, just having 2 of them. And yet no achievement for playing a level in co-op, or doing anything in co-op. I didn't have to hit any extra buttons or go into co-op for this. Let's see. Let's look at the map. I suppose the right move is to go down here, activate this, investigate this area if there is anything there, and then come back and meet up. We're having them leave a lot of things. So this way, leave a lot of the red bricks and other gold bricks and things. I assume this is the docks. And so all of a sudden, now that we've activated the fast travel location, we see all the things. Let's switch. I don't even need to switch. Any of the characters can do that. AAA jumping.
Help! Help! I've been attacked by a dinosaur! Someone! Before it comes back to finish me off!
So we need a girl here to break the glass. I actually decided to set my ringtone as a T-Rex roar.
Home, why don't you? Help yourself to my stuff.
That's the first time I believe in a LEGO game any minifig has actually mentioned that they see the gold bricks too. I would have explained it if somebody had ever asked me. That the gold bricks and the red bricks and all those collectible things are just not really there. That's how I would generally explain it in any game. Is that they're not really there, they're just for the benefit of the player.
The car door's jammed. Get it open quickly.
So here's Nerdy. And there's an achievement for playing as him too. Let's see, crowbar. He has to throw a soda at somebody, another character, because yeah, I don't know how you would like. I don't know how you would depict Nedry, Nerdy, whatever. He was a really, really fat guy, and the problem with minifigs is they really don't have a way to show a really, really fat guy. They're all this trapezoidal shape. So yeah, he doesn't really match my mental image. Yeah, I have no idea how you do that. We need the Wi-Fi lady, so we'll come over here. I'm sitting here not really doing much. Let's see what this does. Makes things just disappear for no reason. Then we need the spitter, and we need the gray to take a picture. There's another picture done. See, what's weird here is I'm confusing this scene in this game versus this scene in the movie versus this scene in the Telltale game. Because in the Telltale game, they get stuck, but there's like a road to a cave that goes right there. And it's just not there in this version. And I don't remember what it really looked like in the movie, so that's also a factor. I don't know why they hid some studs there and nothing else. Let's look at them. Let's see, there's 2 gold bricks. And I guess I could have marked one. I mean, that would have made more sense. Set that as my destination. Yeah, there's 2 and they both require the spitter. So forget it. So we'll take off the waypoint. And now let's move up this way and work our way towards this next map position. I was gonna try to keep every couple of recordings or have 1 hour long playthrough turn into the point where you would switch to the next island. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Break that. Change back to gray. Crawl through here. And the only reason this area needed to be rainy was so it matched the mood of Nedry. They probably spent too much effort implementing a day-night cycle and weather cycle if that was all it was ever going to be noticeably used for. Is there anything else here? No, it's just a wall of black. Hey, we're slowly approaching 50% done. That's nice to know. There's very little here. It's just kind of a road. A road for no reason. And here's that scene with the...
Help! Someone help! It smells terrible in here! Admittedly, I am largely to blame for that myself.
That was a pretty funny joke. that gold brick. Switch to Carter. As my characters are disappearing from my list. And Nick Van Owen, whoever.
Thank you. That was one fatal funk in there.
It's just a big empty room. There's nothing in it. Activate that. So now we can see there's a couple other gold bricks over here to collect. It always feels like I play the wrong way with Lego games. It certainly does. It feels like it's just wanting to tell me, no, you should have taken a break between each level. You should have run around in the free play. But then you really can't do that because you don't have the ability to switch characters. So, even though you feel like you're playing it the wrong way, you're actually playing it the right way. And pretty much the only way you can play it. Hop in the poo. I wish there was a character that would do like a double flip into the poo. Just because I think that'd be funny. Let's see, investigate, search, 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 search. We don't have any red bricks here. I could certainly just be running around looking for red bricks, ignoring all the gold bricks and everything. That would be a mistake, though. Of course, I think we need to go in here. Is this not an entrance? Actually, it doesn't actually feel like an entrance. This is the Triceratops area, and the only way it seems you can reach it is by fast traveling, and the fast travel was unlocked by default. Because the entrance here seems pretty blocked off, and the entrance over here, while it looks like it's open, is blocked off. Let's just move further this way, I guess. Because, like, yeah, there's no way in. I also can't take this specific vehicle, which means if I, for some reason, wanted to ride the tracks on the vehicles, on a specific vehicle, that one would be in the way always. Let's see. We need the guy with the remote thing, which is Barry. And there's 2 of those. And that illuminates a gold brick. Nice. What is this door? What was behind here? Or behind there? Like, there's a whole facility. It seems to imply at one point that was gonna be open, and now it's not. Interesting. I have to say though, when you think about just how small and confined the Jurassic Park original island is, they really did not do it any justice at all. They just didn't. one would have to assume that the movie only showed small fractions of what was on the island, since it was only a 2-hour movie and they only went to certain places. And when you're given a game where you can see it all, and all there actually is what's in the movie, then the whole island is just tiny. And that's not what I really wanted for a Jurassic Park. I want something huge, bigger than Disneyland, bigger than Disney World, bigger than all of them combined. Particularly when you think about how there are cars that are taking you everywhere. If cars are necessary to move you from place to place, that usually is a good indicator that the area is big enough, is huge, bigger than what you could reasonably walk in one day's time. And usually, as far as parks, like amusement parks, they design their areas to be small so you can walk around them, so you don't have to get in cars, so they don't have to deal with potential car wrecks or cars breaking down. That element does not work. They should have eliminated this with the dinosaurs and instead always had it just be the purple for agility characters. And you can see that that's what they were kind of thinking if they weren't able to allow you to play as any of the dinosaurs because of potential just bad programming, that the dinosaur mechanics wouldn't work at all. I've already been in here and got the first red brick there, I believe. Yep, we were in this area earlier. There's a gold brick right here with the spitters. And we're finally leaving the area where it's dried up. And there's 2 entrances to this, so as I start walking back this way, it may start raining again. And who's our character that can climb? It's... Where is he? Ben, Kelly... This guy can climb. I was looking for the main guy from the fourth movie. Let's see, can glide across. Here's Billy. Billy can do this. Darn it. The gliding doesn't work very well either. Even big areas like Skyrim's world are vastly empty, and for something like Jurassic Park, that's not what it needs to be. It needs to be totally full of things. It needs to be on the level of a game like Myst or The Witness, which I'd say probably more on the level of The Witness, since that's a much newer game as far as just having things everywhere. The Talos Principle is also probably a good level of just how big the world design should be. The more I think about it, though, not very many games do bother to fill up the world. The other thing they could do besides fill it up with architectural things, They could have just filled it with dinosaurs. Take note, there's really no dinosaurs here at all. Let's see, how do I get up there? Let's pick up this and start searching. He's got these purple berries. Now we need the plant lady to grow the plant. Get up there, get that. Good. Yeah, why aren't there just a whole set of harmless dinosaurs running around? The small ones, little chompies with no desire to attack you type thing. Just fill this world with some life. It's supposed to be an entire island brimming with life, and we haven't, and I've totally missed something here. So I've got to run back. There's a spitter over there. Far, far over in this side. And how do I get into this section over on the right? Oh, there's a gate. So let's see, what is this gold brick? This is just a dark thing, so we'll go to Ian Malcolm. And then, wait a minute, how am I supposed to tap Y, I guess? And then switch to Alan Grant. Maybe I'll just knock the pieces, cheat a little bit there. That almost certainly was not the way I was supposed to be able to do that. There must be an Alan Grant character that can hold a flare. There must be. So what are these platforms? I don't even know. Take the baby Triceratops, run through this. Nope, Triceratops doesn't work. We'll switch to this guy. And oh, this is a race. I think I can probably pull this off though. I get it. I see what we're doing here. So I've got rather a long amount of time to do this, but no guarantee that this is gonna get done. I have 4 more to do. I have this waypoint pointing me in the wrong direction. I really needed like a quest marker or something, some indicator telling me which way to go here. 1 more. Got 20 seconds. Get that. Let's go ahead and take off that waypoint too. Save us some frustration there. Now only the giant dinosaur works with that. So we've got to find a spot where the giant dinosaur could be used or summoned. There's a gold brick collected. See, this kid from the third movie would have been a great character for a different style movie. It really would have. It's just not a very good character for a Jurassic Park movie. Because if you're gonna make an action movie about surviving on an island full of dinosaurs, that's kind of Land of the Lost, which they did make a terrible remake of that movie, of that TV series, and they could have certainly done a lot better if they cared, which they didn't. What's this? We need John Hamm here, so we'll switch to him. Oops. Who's that character? Tourist Emma. That's a DLC character. Up, left, down. Up, left, down. Same combination as the hand scanner puzzle, just designed to look a little bit different. And see, so I guess with his new ability to reach these areas, I guess I can do some other stuff. Like was
I'm just working on a few theories about Triceratops. I need to test just how fast and how accurate they are when they're charging at things. That's why I've set up those targets. But the Triceratops don't seem to be taking the bait. I also need to get an X-ray of one of them. Unsurprisingly, that's proving to be quite tricky.
That's weird to have two things you have to do for a red brick that are completely separate. Let's go ahead and find the guy. Alan Grant. I'm surprised I remember half their names. This is a food piece for the dinosaur.
Why are they getting sick? It must be something they're eating. How am I going to cure them?
Apparently I need to dive in the poo. Very diversely colored poo there. Many shades of different colors. So switch back to Alan Grant. Cut this. Now I've just realized that the Velociraptor is also a terrible partner to have because he stands in the way of the camera the whole time. If you were a minifig, you wouldn't see him, but he's bigger, and the camera does not account for that. Again, great reason to get rid of the second character being on screen and being in the game. I don't know if they'd ever do it, but I think they should. So Lego Dimensions did post on their Twitter Lego Jurassic World picture, so there's some bit of that in the game. Who knows how much though? Well, I don't know how much yet. And the weird thing about Lego Dimensions is they can have just a short little cameo in the game, or they could have an entire level in the game. They could just have their characters playable in the game. All of those are viable ways in which they add expansions to LEGO Dimensions. And it leaves them very open-ended.
Oh, I will never ever forget who you are or what you have done for me. Sorry, who are you and what have you done for me?
So you want an X-ray? The X-ray is the real question. It's like 2, 1, go. Here we go. I'm holding down the X button to get as much speed here as possible. You got 25 extra seconds. You can really feel how these races are not fine-tuned to anything. A lot of them are very difficult at the beginning where you could screw it up, and yeah, after you've matched a couple of rings, after about the 4th or 5th one, you have so much extra time, you're highly unlikely you're ever going to actually
Most interesting. Yes, this data is invaluable. Although there's still the question of the X-ray.
build Velociraptor builder. And this guy. So that's that achievement right there. Having Alan Grant work on a computer. Now we need our hacker girl. What am I doing? Am I just clicking different
This is
sections?
wonderful. You have done science a great service. I
That-
might have something you can have as a reward.
I just clicked on a bunch of things. That was it. Ridiculous. Let's see what extra that was. Nedry disguises, it looks like, or hybrid disguises. Not anything necessarily useful. And now we need the huge dinosaur of this guy. We'll take the T-Rex first, I suppose. I love that he stomps, but I need like a different dinosaur that can stomp the brakes. So that's now my ringtone, is that sound, which is a horribly inappropriate ringtone. Fortunately, I never have my phone in ringer mode anyway, so it doesn't matter. Because I'm always recording, or potentially always recording. I wish I was always recording. I'm actually very bad about the amount of production that I want to make versus the amount of production I actually make. Production meaning how many videos I make in a day. It comes in and out depending on which game I'm playing and how long that game is. A Lego game is a pretty long game, so I can play 6 or 7 hours a day easily on it, whereas an annoying game or a short game, I may struggle to make 3 hours in a day or any footage in a day. And if you are subscribed to my channel, you may have recognized that I want to at least make a lot of footage, and that's why there's a... Where'd the other dinosaur go? It disappeared, darn it. I wanted to make a lot of footage so that there's different games being shown at different times. See, this is like the T-Rex again. So there's two things the T-Rex needed to do. Can I hop to anything way over there? That would have been nice. Keep moving, keep moving. We have this gold brick sitting here, but I think that's just a visual glitch. We've seen it in several places. Large dinosaurs. And this guy, the Brachiosaurus. So this thing is incredibly slow. So we need to just sit down and take a breather. It's also stuck on the Triceratops. It feels incredibly slow. It might actually be moving kind of fast. Not really. It could be moving fast because it's huge, and thus because the camera moved out, it felt slow. But no, it's actually moving slow. Makes me rather glad that there aren't that many elements to the game that actually require playing as this character. Now you can see as a Lego character he would be a custom character in which he has several pieces that would have to be put together. And he's not very Lego-y. He only has a small section on his back where you could put a little bit of things, and probably see, all he did was make a water section, which honestly I could probably have just jumped up here to get this thing if I knew that was all it was. I thought there was something more to it than that. So we have to run over here yet again. If I had done this a little bit more efficiently, I would have only had to have done this twice. I'm running over here as the Raptor, but the Raptor can't use the computer panels. Small touchscreen. So now we need the T-Rex back. And you can see, even though the T-Rex is big, he moves a lot faster than the other guy. Come over here. The T-Rex is a custom character too. Pretty much the same. He only has a few spots on his back where you could attach some Lego bricks, and his feet would have him attached to it. Pretty much whenever they make a custom Lego character, they don't really integrate that well to the Lego universe. Minifigs kind of don't even integrate that well to the Lego way of thinking. They have their feet that attach, and sometimes their butts will attach so they can sit on things, the back of their legs do, and their hands will grab things, but their hands are actually not the same size as a stud. So while a minifig can hold a stud, he has to hold it in an awkward way. He can't hold on to just one pip on a Lego brick. And so then they end up making a lot of things. I guess I'm going this way, and then we'll finally be close to being done. I think I want to run back to an area and see if I can get one of the red bricks, because I'm a little confused as to how I'm gonna get that red brick. Seems like I need the character. Hey, we've got a bunch of stuff that we can do here. And this is just like another bathroom. Jurassic World is pretty much full of nothing but bathrooms. But at least I got a gold brick this time. Last time I threw the thing at bananas, it didn't even seem like it did anything. Let's see, Alan Grant to cut this. And then, are the dinosaurs afraid of the dark? Interesting. That's something you could have played with. You could have had a whole, like, nocturnal set of creatures, dinosaurs that's just like, they did not like to be in the light at all. That would even have some scientific reasoning behind it, because the sun and the atmosphere would have looked completely different when dinosaurs were alive. Not that these new genetic creatures would have any like genetic memory of that. Maybe they would, but probably not. Finally we have a spitter.
I need to get a transfer to one of the cuddlier dinosaurs. Hey, I keep clear of any Dilophosauruses you see. They can spit poison at you. And they will.
And they will.
The poison's really sticky too. I got my feet glued together for a whole day last week.
Trying to feed this guy. See, but I would need the spitter to do this. I wonder if I'm gonna need the spitters to do a bunch of things. Let's switch to the baby Triceratops. Break that. Switch to this guy. Didn't even mean to switch to that guy, whatever. It is very aggressive in how it cleans up the characters you selected. It seems kind of ridiculous that they're going to give us this huge wheel of characters to select from if every time you turn around the wheel gets cleaned up and only the last 4 characters gets remembered. It seems like there's just some ambition there to improve their system, and they failed to actually finish the job. I mean, it should be a square, because it seems like you can potentially have all 8 here, but after about 30 seconds it moves you back down to 4, the last 4 you used. Let's see. Let's find the... Maybe it's something I'm doing? I don't know. I just purchased another version of this guy by accident. Far too easy to do that. Good thing it's not real money. Sniff here. Follow the scent. take a big old sniff of it. Fall over here.
Have you ever jumped everywhere for an entire day? Ugh, it's exhausting.
Jumped everywhere for an entire day. That's kind of how you end up playing. As in a lot of Lego games, it's just like, bunny hop, save me time, go this way. There's another dinosaur in peril. So if I wanted to run around the entire island and hit all of the things that Spitters needed, I suppose I could try to do that. I don't know how far I could get. Uh-oh. The game just locked up. Full lock there. Not... What's going on? I'm recording this in the middle of the summer months, and I think I probably need to turn up my air conditioner. It's kind of silly, but heck, some of these games are like that. They demand a lot of smooth processing power, much more than they deserve. See, I guess I could have tried to walk the spitter out of this gate, and if that had worked, then that would have gotten me what I needed. Unfortunately now, that was the only spitter I could hit Y to. And I can't... Wait, oh, I can. So that worked. And I can just walk out here, alright. So, for a little while at least I can use the spitter thing, but I think I'm gonna lose it. And the spitter isn't just unlocked, because here it is. And I am still gonna need to play whatever level it turns out that amber piece is. Give me that red brick. Let's see what that one is. It's not score multiplier. It's not a detector. It was 8-bit music. Alright, so moving on. Where are we on the map? We've just got this one race to do, and then there are a couple of things that the spitter could go and do, but not really. And I want to go check out, what spot was it? I think it's on the other map, so I'm not going to bother with that. Our next step is to the next island, and timing seems like it's going to line up quite nicely. We've been going for about an hour, so let's just finish this race and call ourselves done for the Jurassic Park original island, and then we'll go on to the Jurassic Park 2 island. So any of the other islands that needs a spitter in it, not gonna work, obviously. Do I have enough time to make this? Probably. No, I'm gonna fail. So switch over to the baby Triceratops. Or this guy. He's got some more speed on him, so anytime you fail, you just have to run right back. The bee turns you around, at least. Run. So let's see how much extra time I have when I use this guy. I gained about 4 seconds instead of losing about 1 second. There. I lost a little bit of time in that one. But I think I'm still gonna make this. I'm losing about a second each ring. Barely made it there. I may not make this. Ooh, this is not good. Even this better be the last one, because if otherwise I'm not gonna make it. Ooh, this is not working well. Missed it. And there probably was another one too. So I wonder if maybe I should well, I should just fast travel back to this point. That point. Is there a car I could summon? Yes. I think this race actually is going to require a car. I wish I could use the gyrosphere. Let's use one of our DLC things. I bet the San Diego Cruiser might have a better chance, just because it's a little bit narrower. It looks very odd. Go. Now the thing to avoid in this race will be oversteering. Already it feels like this thing is moving slower than the dinosaur. I'm very well may have to play around with this race after I've unlocked all the vehicles to figure out which vehicle and or dinosaur is the one that actually has a slightly higher speed. This is strange that this race is proving to be difficult, because all the other races have been rather easy. See, that's exactly what I said. The car was going to be in the way. And they did it on purpose. Well, I've gained enough time now. It seems unlikely I would not be able to succeed here. And then I kind of have to wonder, did they make this island incredibly small just to accommodate this dumb race? I doubt it. I imagine there was a lot more factors than that. But the race is the only thing that makes sense for the smallness of the rest of the area. There we go. So let's hop out of that. We're at 44.4% done. So I could go to each one of these areas and just in general look to see what I need to collect. You kind of don't need to do it though, because you see it on the map once you activate the map. There's a bunch of gold bricks that we simply just didn't collect. I may actually have the ability to get that one. I am almost certain all the others I really don't have the ability to get. except for maybe here, because I learned a couple things in this area, like the, let's see, we need not Ellie but Lex Murphy to hit this, and then we need the Velociraptor, which can turn into the Velociraptor. Before, I didn't realize I could do that at any point, so I was wondering to myself, it's like, how do you get in this area with a Velociraptor? Where is it? Keep on smelling, keep on smelling. It's in the exact same place I started. Which makes no sense. If there was a scent right next to you, almost certainly you would smell it. You wouldn't have to go in circles like it was a video game. Another plant to give us another gold brick. And then there's a camera spot. Set that as our destination so we can see where it is. Right there, just hidden in the rock. See what this picture is. That finishes that. Gets us another gold brick. And let's see, map point. We've got everything there. So I probably could get a couple of these again. Like this guy in peril, almost certainly probably could pull that one off. This camera location, how I missed that, I don't know. Again, maybe it's a spitter thing. But overall, we've done a good first sweep considering we're missing some characters that we need. This Dilophosaurus, if it just stays in our setup, that would work great, but I bet it doesn't. And we've got a bunch of other guys. We need the dinosaurs unlocked. We don't actually need any of these other characters unlocked. We can wait till the very end of the game. Oh, by the way, did I mention that you only need 65 million instead of billion studs to get that achievement? That's a much more realistic goal. I also don't need any of these characters because they're DLC. So they won't have... They may actually have abilities that other characters also have in a different combination that's useful, but they're not necessary. Let's look here. 44.5%, 1.3 million studs. We've done 41 of 200 mini kits. That's because we haven't collected any new mini kits because those are all in the levels. But we have done 11 of 20 photograph spots, which means, yeah, we're about over halfway done there. We've done 4 of 10 sick dinosaurs, so we're about halfway done with that one. We've gotten 7 of 20 red bricks, and there were several others we couldn't get, so we're probably halfway done there. We didn't make any progress on the True Survivor bars because, of course, we didn't play any of the levels. We got 11 of the 20 workers in peril, so that made some progress there. We've got 126 of 275 gold bricks, which puts us almost at the halfway mark. Let's see, 237 would be about the middle point of gold bricks, and that's all going to happen a lot faster. We didn't get any amber bricks because that's in the level 2. About half of these collectibles can only be done in the free play of the actual levels, and we've done 10 of 20 races. So we need to look at the Lost World, and we need to do that island for Jurassic Park 3 too. Good amount of progress, and it's we got very lucky here too. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.